Yo, 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 what's up? This video is sponsored by DistroKid. And DistroKid is basically the easiest way to get your music on the iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, IG, and even TikTok. Yes, even TikTok. I know you guys remember this song that I did over here. This song, Can You See My Footsteps? You can look it up on any of the major distribution and you'll find it. And I went through this video and showed you guys how I actually laid down the vocals and you saw the whole process. And now it's actually out there on DistroKid. If you actually want to be a part of the DistroKid team, they have different tier plans that you can actually use. But before you go there, make sure you click on the link below for the 7% discount so that you can actually get that discounted rate for the whole year. That's right. You only pay once a year with DistroKid. It's amazing. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. They just started this new thing with Tidal. I want to show you guys this real quick. So there's a Tidal direct artist payment. So basically what this is going to do is give you an option to get 10% of the subscribers' fees. So basically, if a person is signed up with Tidal and you're like their #1 artist that they actually go to and listen to, you'll get 10% of whatever they're paying the Tidal, and it'll go straight to your DistroKid account. And all you got to do is to start receiving 10% is opt in. And they give you a link right here to do it. I mean, what do you guys have to lose, yo? Sign up with DistroKid. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Yo, 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 what the deal? It's your boy X.E.L.O. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for coming back. But if you're new here, definitely like and subscribe and hit that bell notification. Today we're going to be going through our Freeware Cookup 2. Let's get right into it. Let's start. All right, so here we are in Cakewalk, and this is the Let's Get Started screen. So I'm going to go up to New Projects, and I'm going to go to the freeware template that we created in the first video. If you haven't watched the first video, you might want to watch that to create the template at least so you can kind of be at the same speed that we're up to right now. So I'm on our freeware template, and this is my dark theme. If you're interested in this theme or my light theme, I have a link below in the description for free to download these two themes. If you already have Cakewalk installed, the next best thing to get is Bandlab. I know, I said don't get Bandlab on the first video, but this video is different. And it's also freeware. So basically you'll be able to have samples and loops and packs and a way to actually master your songs, upload to a community, all that from Bandlab Assistant. So let's go over Bandlab Assistant and how to get it. So this is bandlab.com, and up here you have an option that says apps. So we're gonna go to apps and we're gonna go to desktop assistant. Once you click on that, it'll give you an option to download. But if you scroll down, it'll show you what it actually has in here. It has thousands of royalty-free loops and production-ready sounds, all for free. All for free. This is Bandlab. This is what we do here. So you can have it for Windows, and you can also have it for Mac. So if you do have a Mac and you want to download the Bandlab sounds, you could do that as well. So basically, you just download it, install it, sign up for Bandlab. I know it hurts. It's the hardest thing to do in the world, but it's free. So this is Freeware Cookup, so let's get started. All right, so once you download Bandlab Assistant, it'll actually look like this. It'll come up as Bandlab. First thing I want you to do is make sure we can note where everything is going. So let's hit on this cogwheel up here for settings. And right here, it says download. So this is where it's actually gonna go. So it's gonna go to your documents and then Bandlab folder. So this is how you can find where your sounds are going. And if you click on the little 3 dots, it'll give you an option to open the folder. And once you open the folder, it'll take you to where your sounds are. So if you click on sounds, all your sounds that you've ever downloaded from Bandlab will be in here, unless you move them to another folder, which if you're running out of space on your hard drive, I definitely suggest to have it on an external drive so you can just download them, copy them over to that drive. But this is the way you would get there to do that. All right, so if you didn't want to do that and you wanted to leave it where it was, I'll show you how to actually set it up inside of Cakewalk. All right, so the first option here you have is your library. So this is where you can have your songs. So I have a couple of songs on Bandlab follow your boy XELOHH on Bandlab. All right. So if you hit this button, it'll take you to your mix editor. This is how you upload to Bandlab. So if you had songs on here on your computer that you just wanted to upload them and save them on a cloud type base, you can do that here as well. All right. Sounds is what we'll come back to, but you also have that mastering like I was telling you about. So you can master all your songs through Bandlab, and it's another free product that they're actually giving you. And if you want to, you can actually download Cakewalk from here and update it and all that stuff from Bandlab. But it is glitchy at times, so I will highly suggest to use what I suggested in the first video. All right, so let's go to sounds, our primary goal here. Okay, so you have packs, you have loops, and you have one-shots, right? So pretty much anything you're looking for, you should be able to find it in here. Let's do one real quick search. I'm gonna do, let's say drill, right? So I have packs for drill, I have loops for drill, and of course, if you wanted to do one shot, you click on the one shot section and it gives you your one shots for the drill stuff. If you wanted loops, you have loops for your drill stuff. And if you wanted packs, you have packs for your drill stuff. But this first one, it should show pretty much all of them in here kind of. So you have sounds. So now you don't have an excuse to say, hey, you know, I don't have good enough sounds, or I don't have any sounds at all, or I can't afford Splice. This is an alternative for that. So you can actually have sounds on your computer at will. All right, so let's get started. Let's start cooking, man. All right, so let's say that you wanted to have like a shortcut to where you can actually get to it. So you have to set it up inside of Cakewalk. So I'm gonna go over here to where it says media, right? And I'm gonna hit this little drop down here. So it's on audio library right now because that's what it defaults to. So usually you'll have this Bandlab option in here, but if you don't see this, Bandlab, we already know the path, right? So I'm gonna go up in here and, all right, so we know that it's in documents, right? Because the Bandlab Assistant told us it was in documents. So we're gonna click on documents. And then we're gonna go to Bandlab. So now we have this Bandlab folder. And if it wasn't saved, you can hit this option here that says save content location preset. So anytime you open this up, you should actually have that option for Bandlab in there. All right. So now we can go through the sounds if you want to in here. And as you see, there's a whole bunch of sounds that I downloaded. This was a while ago, I downloaded all these sounds, but we're gonna do new sounds today. So let's get started. So I'm opening up Bandlab Assistant and let's find some sounds, man. Let's see, let's do a piano. Oh man, that's very rare that the first one you click on is actually fire. All right. That one's pretty dope too. And as you see, it'll pull up in here on the side. So this is the thrift piano. So this is the first one. So as soon as you actually click on that option to play it, it'll download it straight into this Bandlab folder for sounds. All right, so you don't have to worry about losing it or anything. And I really like this one for some reason, so I'm gonna run with that. All right, so you can bring it over into Cakewalk. All right, so say that, you know, we wanted this sample and it had like some space in the beginning of this track before it started, like an MP3. You can actually get rid of that silence by, if you click on it and you go up to process, apply effect, and you hit this option that says remove silence. So what that's gonna do is bring up this screen and it's going to say, hey, what are you trying to remove? And what level do you want us to remove? And if it has like silence in between the clips, it'll actually cut the clips and split it, as what this option here does. And you can audition it if you want to. And if you hit OK, it's just going to go through the process. If this track actually had dead space in there, it will cut that out and it will just leave the actual sample as it is in here. So that's one of the features of Cakewalk that a lot of people don't really know, but it's there. All right, so our tempo right now is 120. We may want to speed that up. It says the piano is like 153. Let's do 160. Let's make it more of a boom bap-ish kind of beat. And what I'm going to do is at the end here, as you see, it gives you this little 2 arrows going 2 ways. So you want 2 arrows going 2 ways. And this will give you an option to stretch or shrink the actual the audio. So I'm going to set it to 8 bars. So I'm going to stop at this 9. And as you see, it says 96%. What we want to do is right click on here and go to bounce to clips. Right now, I'm going to tell you, make this shortcut. Control B inside of Cakewalk. It'll make your option to bounce the clips a lot easier and faster. So I guess I should show you how to do that really quickly while we're here. Let's go to Edit, and we're going to go to Preferences. And we're going to go down here to where it says Keyboard Shortcuts. All right, so once you're in Keyboard Shortcuts, you want to search, right? So it's called Bounce. And as you see, Bounce the Clips is here. So now what you want to do is look over here in this section for Control B, which is right here. Control B is what I have mine set to. You can set yours to whatever you want to, you feel comfortable with. I'm telling you, Control B makes sense to me because it bounce the clips, starts with a B, Control B. So that's why I have mine set that way. So once you set that up, you'll see it in here and it'll say Control B, and you said apply and OK, and you should be good to go. So now this is what the sample sounds like. All right, and let's say we wanted to loop it. So I'm going to do a Shift and L on the keyboard. That'll actually set the loop to wherever I have the bar set. Usually it'll just do like 4 bars, but if you wanted a certain looping section that you actually just made, you use the Shift and L to actually do that. You see how this actually has doesn't really start at the 0 crossing. So what I'm gonna do is put a fade on the beginning. I'm holding down the Alt key and using the scroll on the mouse wheel to zoom in. As you hear, it doesn't pop anymore. Whereas if I put it back, you hear that? So Control Z, put that fade back on there. And there you go. You have a nice little loop set up in here. And now we can actually go back into Bandlab Assistant. Some hi-hats, let's see. And like I said, what's cool about this, I can go to like this loop section and I can even choose what instrument I'm looking for. So if it's just drums, I can look for just drums. And I can look for what genre it's in. So let's go hip hop trap. And I can just drag and drop the sample right into Cakewalk. I can just hit pause on this so it stops playing and looping. And yeah, so now I have this hi-hat in here. And I know it's not directly on the bar, so I know this is the 4th bar. So if I wanted to, I can hold Control and Shift and drag this endpoint, bring it back. I'll click on this and I'll do my Control and B, and that's going to bounce it to clip. And this is why I'm telling you, you may want to just have that shortcut handy, and then I can do a Control and D, and that will actually duplicate the hi-hat over. So there's no more excuses. I don't have sounds. I don't have this. I don't have that. All right, so let's find a snare. Let's run with that one. Let's find a kick while we're here too. All right, and let's find a one-shot hi-hat as well. All right, so and this little arrow here should open up your sounds a little bit. I'm gonna hide my console. I'm gonna hit D on the keyboard. So if you hit D, it'll bring it back halfway. And D will make it disappear. So if you want to do a full one, you do Shift and D, and that'll bring it all the way up. But yeah, D on the keyboard, move that out the way. So we have all that we need here, should be. Right now I have it on a 1/8 grid, and the reason I know that is because right here up at the top, it's telling me that my snap is at 1/8. And this is how far the notes would draw if I was actually drawing notes in here. But I'm on 1/8 grid, so let's see if that'll work for me. I may need to change it to 1/16. But the snare, we kind of know where they go. They usually go on second section here. And you can kind of match it up with the sample, because I believe the sample has like a clap or something in it. So it's going to match up with this one right here. And what I can do is, seeing that I know that this is a 2-bar loop here, I can just kind of drag across using my smart tool, the eye, just kind of grab across. And then as you see, that's highlighted, so I can hit Control D and duplicate that across. I think I want another snare. Yeah, the second one's definitely better. So I'm holding down Control and clicking on it to move it around. All right, and I'm just going to duplicate these over. I want like another one here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's move to the kick. All right, so I'm just going to copy these over. All right, so let's see where we want to have these hi-hats. I think right there should be good. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. Grab this one, pull it over. So now what I can do is just grab these and duplicate them over. All right, so I'm gonna duplicate these over. So now you have let's add another kick here. So there you go. Now you have a nice little loop beat that you created with Bandlab and the Freeware Cookup. So basically what we just need to do is have a bass line, have some different variations of the actual piano, probably by chopping it up inside of Cakewalk. But let's see if we can add a bass line in here really quick. All right, and we're gonna use Cakewalk's bass line. All right, so basically I do a hard picked bass from the basses inside of Cakewalk. So we know that the sample, because it tells us, is in G minor. So we could click on this one, go down here to MIDI. G, and we're going to do a minor. So we go diatonic, minor, and we should be good to go. So here we are in the piano roll. So as long as we start on the G, we should be good. All right, and after working on the bass line, this is what I came up with.
AutoRewind.
think it's pretty cool. Nice little progression here. And we made this using nothing but freeware. This is from the Bandlab Assistant, so definitely check it out. Go pick it up. Bandlab Assistant, you get free sounds, create whatever you want to in there or with it, because they're free. All right, so that's the beat right now. I'm gonna do some alterations, mixing. I might add another sound in here, but right now this is where we're gonna stop. And thank you guys for joining me in this freeware cookup. Once again, it's your boy X.E.L. And if you missed the first video, here it is right here. Definitely check it out. That's how it all started. All right, till next time, people. Peace.